right. So the next article or news that we're talking about here, before I pull it up, it's about a woman um, who died from burnout, which is crazy, and um, it's very, very easy to burn out, especially when you're on pace to achieving your goal. A lot of you guys are working hard for whatever it is that you're working for, and a lot of times it's very easy to neglect the things that are important that we don't see as important at that moment because we're so tunnel vision locked in. Like, number one, our health. Number two, spending time with people that love you, or just having spending time with friends. Now, I'm not saying work life balance because I don't believe that exists. I don't believe you can have work life balance and still be successful in everything. I do believe that you prioritize certain things here and there, right? You prioritize things at certain times so that you can get that. But as far as having work life balance, it's impossible, especially if you're a high achiever and you have things that you're trying to accomplish. Work life balance, it can exist. But just going on, make sure we are continuously taking care of ourselves. Listen to your body. I know you guys are trying to get in shape right now. A lot of you guys are trying to get in shape, trying to get back on track. It's important, especially if you're starting out, start small. Don't just jump into it 5 days a week off rip. You're gonna burn out. I'm gonna let you know right now. You're gonna burn out in about 2 weeks because your body cannot handle that level of intensity, especially after not working out for months on end, years for some of you guys. So, and this is a perfect representation of that. Let me just pull this article up. Where is it at? All right, here we go. So it says here. No, hold on. All right, it says here that 40-year-old Keita Cole reportedly worked 7 days a week, overworked, and allegedly suffered a case of burnout. She took a nap and never woke up after saying Keita needs rest, RP. And there's her. I guess that's is that Facebook? So she posted on Facebook, I'm taking the next 3 days off. Keita needs rest. Damn, man, that's sad. So just reading this article, Keita Cole, a 40-year-old entrepreneur, tragically passed away after years of relentless work. Known for her strong work ethic, Keita reportedly worked 7 days a week without taking breaks, constantly pushing herself to maintain her business and responsibilities. Loved ones say she had become a burnout. She had become burnout and exhausted from the nonstop grind. Shortly before her death, she reportedly told those around her, Keita needs rest, a chilling phrase that would be her final words. She laid down for a nap and heartbreakingly never woke up. The cause of death has not been officially confirmed, but social media posts suggest it may have been related to undiagnosed or untreated health issues such as diabetes. Damn. Yeah, man. RP to her, man. That is definitely tragic. Um, you hate to see that happen to anybody. But again, man, it goes back to um being able to prioritize things that matter. You know, she works 7 days a week. Where does she have time to fit into her health? And her health took a hit. I don't want to beat up on her or talk down on her, rest her soul, but let's just call a spade here. She was in the best of shape, and how could she be? She was working 7 days a week with no breaks. That will get anybody out of shape. And I'm assuming she was probably working 12-hour days or more. I'm not too sure what she did for a living. It looks like she was in the food service business, so she might have been a chef. But yeah, man, you gotta take care of yourself, man. You gotta take care of yourself. A lot of you guys are working hard at your job, 12-hour days, and you guys are probably making great money. But that money means nothing. It means nothing if you're gonna be 6 feet under. Exhibit A. You know, I'm pretty sure she was making a nice hefty bag from doing what she was doing. But look what happened. She probably, and this isn't something that just happened. She probably had symptoms that she didn't even pay attention to or that she ignored. So these things don't just happen out the blue. You know, you're not just gonna take a nap and die. That's just that's not how it works. She probably had undiagnosed symptoms, as they said, it looks like, and which she ignored. You know, she definitely ignored a lot of warnings that her body responded to, and she just kept working and working. And unfortunately, she paid the ultimate price. But this is just a lesson to a lot of you guys, man. Take care of yourselves. I don't give a damn if you guys are entrepreneurs, you are corporate executives, or you work at goddamn Chipotle, man. Take care of yourself. Do not let these companies or your job or business just put you in the ground early. She didn't even look that old. You know, we keep talking about hustle culture, man. Hustle culture is a damn scam, bro. That shit is a scam, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. I understand, working for yourself or making money is important. Providing for yourself and your family is definitely important, but not at the expense of your life, not at the expense of your health. And some of you guys tend to overlook your health because of a dollar, a couple dollars. Yeah, it's cool. You get to drive that new car, that new Mercedes, stay in the high rise downtown, and take a few trips every year. That's cool. But hey, man, what does that really mean if you're in a hospital bed? What does that mean if you're 6 feet under and we gotta start making funeral arrangements for you? All that shit don't matter. Not if you can't be around to enjoy it. So you guys really need to take care of yourself, man. Especially you guys that are 30 plus and up. Start taking care of yourself. This is real. This is real shit, man.